every other person should confuse you, but at least you have to understand you. You have to understand you. Because every other person, if you don't understand him, you can just walk away from him, but you are the only person that you will never walk away from. So it's better you understand yourself now. Are we together? Are we together, leaders? So never lose touch. Number 2, time. Moses, he thought that they would understand that this man, I think maybe he's trying to do something here. He has been called by God to deliver us. Let's give him a chance. Let's give him that chance to deliver us. You see, that vision was a vision to deliver millions of people from Pharaoh. But it was supposed to start that small, delivering an individual from an individual. It was supposed to start that small. Some of you neglect those small things. You ignore them. Those small things, those are indications. I'll be giving you those minute things that happens to you, and they are there to confirm that God has called you. And when they rejected him, that's when the next day when he came, he tried to deliver another one again. And these 2 guys, they rose up against him. They said, no, you are going too much now. You are going too much. What you did yesterday, you killed somebody. Now you want to kill me as well, like you killed that Egyptian. And when Moses heard that coming from his own people, he ran away. And he was there for the next 40 years. What causes men of God to expire? By the time Moses came back, and then he delivered the people of Israel from Egyptian bondage, he was now 80 years. And he died at 120. He was left with only 40 years to enjoy his ministry, instead of 80 years in his ministry. Time. When the people that God has called you to lead are resisting you, they will cause you to operate out of your time. Now let me explain some few things here, but listen to this. He's coming back at 80 to deliver them. Because the day he came, he was 40. When he attempted to deliver them, he was 40. Moses was willing to deliver them before God could burn the bush. Before God could turn the rod into a serpent. Moses was willing to serve God. But because he was not accepted during his time, he ran away, causing also his time to expire. Time. Can I tell you something which is very, very, very difficult and easy to understand? Can I tell you something? I remember at Living Waters Bible College, there were 2 men that were there, which I would consider to be my fathers, my biological fathers. They were elderly. And I think one of them was over 70 something. He wants to get into ministry. And he asking him, why are you here at this time? When you're supposed to be sleeping somewhere, relaxing and enjoying yourself. Why bothering yourself? He tells you, God called me. I heard the voice of God. God said I should come. This is why I'm here. I can't sleep at home. Because there is a mission. God is calling me to do something. At a time when he's supposed to rest from his labor, he's now about to begin his journey. If you look at God now from that point of view, you begin to wonder, is he really a loving God? Or is he concerned about his people? Yeah, you begin to look at all that. But you can't blame God and you can't blame him. Let me explain to you what is happening here. Most people, the day they hear the voice of God, it is not actually the day that God spoke to them. He's coming there at 70 something, not because God called him at 70 something. He might have received that calling maybe when he was doing his Form 3. And he got that revelation, or maybe if he didn't get it, just like, listen to what Moses is saying. Moses is just trying to simplify it. I just felt it in my heart at 40. I pray that you'll be able to understand the voice of God. This man is actually responding to the call at 70 that he got maybe at 25. But when God spoke to him at 25, he was surrounded by so many things for him to hear, for him to understand and to know whether it was God or not. But as time goes by, he has tried everything. He has gone into this company and he's fired, and he tries this and it's not working. He gets a loan and the money is stolen from him, and now he's wondering, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? At that time now he begins to pray and he's fasting. As he's doing that, he's trying to close now his ears from any other thing, trying to hear from God. And at 70, the calling of God becomes clear. And then when you hear the voice of God at 70, God will not come to you and tell you that I have already called you. You are not listening. It comes fresh, like he's talking to you now. Am I talking to somebody? It comes to you like a recorded voice. The way God spoke to you at 25, it comes to you the same way, and is calling you, son, rise up. I'm going to use you. And then most people, after responding to the voice of God at 75, the voice that came when they were 25, they still expect the content of the message to manifest. Look at this problem. Look at this problem that is there. Look at the problem. When God called you at 25, maybe you were going to get your training just maybe for 2 years or maybe 3 years. Are we together? Maybe at 28, you were going to start your ministry. Right. Maybe at 30, let's say at 30. Which means during that time when you were 30, there was already an audience waiting for you. I don't know how I can explain some of these things. Listen. Which means, let's say, at 75, you are ready now to get into ministry. Even if you are going to get an assembly, I believe that that assembly belongs to somebody. To an extent that if the people that you are leading are not listening to you, it is because they are waiting for their own. God might have given you your own people during your time that were waiting for you. But because you were not there, they were pastored and led by another leader because you were nowhere to be found. I'm talking about what another thing that causes you to expire, time. And you know what? And most people from that time, when they see nothing happening during their time of leadership, they are questioning God. But God, you told me that you're going to be doing this and that through me. How come it's not happening? And yet all those miracles were tied to a certain period of time. And there are people that you should have healed and they died because you were not yet there to minister to them. And you are now praying for the sick that are not yours. And they are not recovering, not because you don't have the anointing, but the anointing that you have is not for them. It should have worked for a certain group of people. Time can cause you to expire. This is why I'm saying, but still something can be done. That's why we are here. Something can be done. Don't worry. Because if you are a good father, do you know, I heard something that I heard from my father. Do you know that if a father is good, even after he is dead, a living son cannot be better than him? We are here to teach you on how you can avoid expiration. A dead father can be better than a living son. We have got cases in the Bible where the dead were raised just by touching somebody's bones. Something that the current prophets and men of God were not able to do. A dead person was supposed to raise another dead person. Something can be done so that you don't expire. Ah, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Elisha was able to perform a miracle which no other man of God present was able to perform. As dead as he was, he could still raise the dead. Outside of his time. Because he knew how not to expire. Am I talking to somebody here? Are you getting something out of this? Time. I said something this other time when I was ministering, but I know maybe they might have missed it. I've had people coming to me and saying, "Man of God, I saw this." Maybe in a vision or maybe in a dream, I don't know.
Thank you for watching Minister's Material. Join us again next time for yet another inspirational teaching from Prophet Emmanuel Makandiwa.